Lesson 2-3, solving two-step equations. Essential question, how do you solve a two-step equation? The scenario we are always going to use when thinking about how to solve a two-step equation is called the married couple and the third wheel. In every problem, we have to identify who the married couple is, and this will always be the part of the equation that has the variable, or x, in most cases. We also have to identify the third wheel, and our job in each problem is to get rid of the third wheel, and then you'll have a one-step equation like we did in 2-2, which you are familiar with. Our first example is 3x minus 5 equals 7. Now, just like in our one-step equations, I'm going to draw my train tracks through the equal sign to help me keep my problem organized. I'm going to do this for every single problem in Chapter 2. Now, it said on the last slide that the first thing I need to do is figure out who my couple is. Now, I mentioned that we always want our couple to be the one with the variable. So that means 3x is our couple. There's a 3 and an x, they make our couple. So the one we want to get rid of is the third wheel. The third wheel is always right next to the couple. So whatever's right next to the couple, which in this case is -5, that's what I want to get rid of. So again, I'm going to do the opposite operation. So the opposite of -5 is +5. Whenever you're solving equations, you're always looking to do the opposite. -5 and 5 make 0, so I'm left with 3x equals 12. Now I have a one-step equation. I'm going to do just what I did in 2-2. 3x is the same as 3 times x. I know the opposite of timesing is dividing. So if I divide 3 on both sides, I'm left with 3 divided by 3, which is 1. So x equals, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. -2x plus 9 equals 13. Draw my train tracks. My couple, I'm going to look for the variable. There's the variable x. It's touching -2, so that is my couple. I need to get rid of my third wheel, which is next to my couple, so the +9. The opposite of +9 is -9. 9 and -9 make 0. So I'm left with -2x on the left. 13 minus 9 is 4. Now I have a one-step equation. The opposite of -2 times x would be dividing by -2. Make sure you put that negative sign in front of the 2. Don't lose that when you're dividing. -2 divided by -2 makes 1, so I'm going to put a line through those. X equals 4 divided by -2 is -2. 15 equals 4x plus 3. Draw my train tracks. My couple is 4x. To get rid of the +3, I have to subtract 3 on both sides. 3 and -3 make 0. I'm left with 4x on the right. 15 minus 3 is 12. To break up my couple, I'm going to divide on both sides by 4. And I'm left with x equals 3. (2x plus 2) equals 6. Draw my train tracks. Circle my couple, which is 2x. Subtract 2 on both sides. 2x equals 4. Divide both sides by 2. And I'm left with x equals 2. -5 plus 7x equals 37. Draw my train tracks. Circle my couple. My third wheel is -5, so I'm going to do the opposite and add 5 to both sides. 7x equals 42. divide both sides by 7, and I'm left with x equals 6. Negative 4 equals 5x minus 4. Draw my train tracks, circle my couple, add 4 to both sides. 5x equals, negative 4 plus 4 is 0. Divide both sides by 5. Now you might be thinking to yourself, what is 0 divided by 5? Remember that 0 divided by 5, or 0 divided by any number, is 0. All right, now we have two word problems. Twice a number minus 7 is 11. Find the number. So we know that find the number is just asking us to solve. So once we write our equation, we have to solve. Now let's look at twice a number. Twice a number means I'm going to double it, which means that I'm timesing. So I'm going to put 2x for twice the number minus 7. So minus 7 is, the word is means equals 11. Now I'm going to solve it. Train tracks, circle my couple. The opposite of minus 7 is plus 7. Negative 7 and 7 make 0, so 2x equals 11 plus 7 is 18. Break up my couple. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. X equals 9. And the last one, 8 decreased by 3 times the number. So I'm going to just start from left to right. 8 decreased by means 8 minus 3 times a number would be 3x is, again, means equals negative 16. My couple this time, notice the negative sign in front of the 3. I'm going to circle that whole thing. The 8 is on the far left-hand side this time, and since there's nothing in front of it, I know it's positive, so I have to subtract. Minus 8, and oops, I forgot to do my train tracks. So these make 0. I'm left with negative 3x equals, remember a negative and a negative make a bigger negative, so negative 24. Now I want to break up my couple. So the way I break up my couple is I do the opposite operation, so divide by negative 3. Negative 3 over negative 3 makes 1, so I'm left with x equals negative 24 divided by negative 3 gives me a positive 8. The homework for this lesson is pages 93 through 95, numbers 1 through 2, 7, 11 through 14, 30 through 31, 42 through 44.